Gaza's Poppy YouTube. If y'all haven't watched the Joe Budden podcast, shit has been heating up. And this is interesting news. There's a lot of bullshit everybody want to talk about. But this is some real shit. And honestly, I'm not surprised by how Joe was acting when this scenario happened. So basically, I'm going to take you through it. Joe was basically on his podcast talking with his friend and his fellow podcaster, Mark Lamont Hill. And, Ish and them, of course, Ish low body self, no brain body self. He's, oh my God, Ish, every time he says something out his mouth, there's no factual evidence. He's just saying shit. Like every time they have a fact-based conversation, his brain just lacks like any type of just, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I'm telling, why is he on that podcast? He's bad dumb. Also, Melissa Ford, low-key slow too. I used to describe you like the most decent next to Joe. And that's really it. Like, Mark be carrying the podcast low key. Like, he's the only one that actually speaks something out of his brain. Joe chooses to be ignorant at times. Let me tell y'all something. Joe is one of the most intelligent people in the room. Also, Queen's Flip like to play a fool too. But they said some things where I'm like, nah, you be playing the fool. Joe's been playing the fool for years. But how this controversy started is basically Mark brought up the fact that a lot of his fellow, reporters that he's worked with have been dying in Gaza. And we all know why they've been dying in Gaza. We're not stupid. We know what's going on. And, of course, Joe passes by like it's nothing.
In D.C., which means you're going to see more laws, fewer like diversion programs, and more actual like incarceration. Mm-hmm. And then around the world, we're seeing violence everywhere, including Gaza, where I work for Al Jazeera. My colleagues, every colleague I have in Gaza has been murdered. Mm-hmm. Every single colleague I have in Gaza has been murdered. So we got a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff to pay attention to.
That's pretty good.
All right, Young Thug dissed, I get scared every time he do that shit.
He do it so fast. So you gotta
everybody knowing Gaza is like,
my colleague.
God damn, he do.
Obviously, this got a lot of people pissed off. A lot of people are mad at Joe Budden. They're throwing shots at him. They're on social media. People are whining about it. They're complaining, saying, Joe, why would you do this? Why would you cut him off? And want to talk about Young Thug and Gunna, why are you scared of? What are you scared of? We all know what Joe is scared of, just like the rest of the industry. Why you think you don't see DJ Khaled talk about Palestine? It's the same reason Joe not talking about Palestine. Bro, these niggas are scared of speaking against Israel, bro. Anything that's anti-Israel or they feel like it's quote-unquote anti-Israel, even though it's just it's just right or wrong, really. There's no real like, I'm taking on sides. It's really just right or wrong. Like, one is just humanitarian, and it's just you being just a general, you just care about people, and you just care about the society that you live in. And the other is just like, there's no war in Bossing Save. Then, even YouTube been giving me them stupid-ass ads talking about, Palestine is trying to fake videos of bombs. Like, Palestine trying to fake videos of bombs, YouTube. Why are you recommending me that bullshit? Like, these stupid-ass AI videos talking about there's no war going on in Palestine. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, why are they lying? And I know it's Trump and his team putting up money to have these stupid-ass AI ads, bro. They're horrible, and they're cringy as fuck. Like, there's people dying in Palestine. Like, a lot of truths are being told. A lot of people are lying. And also, a lot of people are getting reporters killed because reporters are speaking out against what they don't want them to speak out about. And the reality is, most of Israel is fine. I hope y'all know that. So, like, most of this bullshit that they doing going on about Israel, they're full of shit. And we all know that. And just like him and his reporter that were speaking out against, what's going on in Palestine, they disappeared. We all know why they disappeared. Come on. Like, put the two and the two together. But most people, like celebrities, they're not going to speak about these issues. They're going to speak about Young Thug and Gunna. Who gives a fuck about Young Thug and Gunna? I know niggas that done snitched on niggas and went to their baby shower. I don't give a fuck. I know niggas that snitched on niggas they done killed. I know niggas that snitched on their own brother, their own cousin. I know a nigga who snitched on his own mom. I really don't care. I know niggas been snitching since the crack era. Like, this is not a no-brainer. This is not a crazy thing. Once they give you football years, most niggas is telling. Even if it's a little bit of years. I done seen niggas snitch for 6 months. Just doing a 6-month bid, they just snitched. Wasn't even that crazy. Niggas will snitch for anything. You think? once they really find out they're going to get locked up for real, they just start panicking and snitching and doing bullshit. Like, Gunna didn't really have to do what he did anyways. I felt like they was going to beat the case because I ain't going to front. What's his name? YSL Woody recanted a lot of his statements and started playing stupid the whole trial, so that really helped them win the case. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's a lot of fuckery, a lot of bullshit that happens, but that shit don't matter. Joe's gonna always talk about hip hop. He's gonna talk about the ignorant shit that goes on hip hop. They're not gonna talk about real issues. They're not getting paid to sit there and talk about real issues. Mark is an actual like reporter, so him speaking about it, of course he's gonna speak about it. He really has loyalty to his job. He doesn't give a fuck about, certain businesses, certain programs, certain ads, revenue, sponsorships. Nigga, his job is to report, so he's always going to report. Even when it's unnecessary, he's still going to report because that's just his passion. But Joe is on the other side of that coin. Joe cares about his money. Joe rather listens to There's No War in Boxing Say. Joe knows there's a war in Boxing Say. Joe knows what's going on in Palestine. He's not going to address it. I don't know why people are mad at celebrities for doing it. They're going to continue to do this. Most of the celebrities are going to do this. They're mostly going to do this. They're never going to really be on no free Palestine shit. I don't give a fuck what they say in their music, what they say in their song, what they preach about, what they look like they stand on. These niggas are scared. They're scared of the boogeyman. They're scared of the boogeyman, and we all know this. Because the reality is, Israel is the real terrorists. They are the real terrorists. They are the real terrorists that are doing the threats. They're the one that's actually hurting people. They're actually putting people in danger. They're killing mass amounts of people. They harmed and took over the land that they were supposed to share. They really wasn't supposed to share the land anyways. They really got kicked out. They wasn't supposed to go back anyways. So they broke a bunch of laws, even though they believe in, a God. So it's kind of crazy how you believe in this God and you betrayed this God and you did what he told you not to do. Also, it happens, it's prophesied if they do stay in that land, that catastrophic things will happen, such as what's happening now. And I really don't believe that the Middle East is going to exist in the next couple of years because this war is insane. Like, the amount of wars that happen in the Middle East are fucking insane. But just like I said, Joe is just here to entertain you. He's here to talk about your favorite topics, your favorite hip-hop topics. He's never going to talk about the real issues. They're never going to do it. It's impossible for them to do it. They wouldn't do it. It goes against their ads, their money. It will affect them as a person. Again, that's why I said, why you think DJ Khaled, he's Palestinian? He will never speak up for Palestine. He will never. And nobody's going to address him either because he's not around Palestinians. He's around a bunch of, I can't say that. Nah, fuck it. He's around a bunch of Jewish people. Anyways, most of the businesses, most of the people that own labels and fronts and all these businesses are Jewish, and it's not racist. It's generally just the reality. Before I even get on my ass, it's real. There's a Jewish man that owns Pornhub, which is against their religion. Again, all these things are against these people's religion, and they're still invading in certain spaces. They have money back behind it. They are a part of said culture. They are investing money, even though their money goes back to them, and they're really the ones who really hone in on it. They're the ones who really profit from it. So at the end of the day, DJ Khaled's never going to talk shit about those people. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Joe's not going to go against the grain. Joe's going to play the game. He's going to always be in the line. Joe doesn't want to go outside of the line. He's going to stick in the line as far as possible. Like, Joe is the last nigga that you would see actually speak about something. So I don't really know why people are mad. I'm not surprised either. Like, again, celebrities are here to play their game. They're here to play the game just like everybody else. They don't want to step out of bounds. There's some that will, and obviously those people, they usually do face some type of, catastrophic downfall from it. But it is what it is, though. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you on the next YouTube video. Peace.